Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach.
The coach, you're used to rain all the time over there in Orlando. It is a much less frequent occurrence here, yet wet weather squarely in the forecast this afternoon in Santa Clara, California at Levi's Stadium. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the San Francisco 49ers. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
Holding offense.
So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Looking to throw. He's got Smith here. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Let's take a look here at the offense for Minnesota.
One thing for us to keep in mind and remember, they're coming off of their open week last week. They got to sit home and relax a little bit before the final stretch of the season. They got the lucky draw because every team in the league wants to have that open week later in the year rather than early. They benefited.
Back to throw here. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So likely a 3-and-out on their opening drive. That's not a good omen for a team that's lost 3 straight games.
Too many threes that you're mentioning right there. That's a number they've got to get off of. And the big risk you're running right now is discouragement amongst the ranks. How do you keep them up? How do you keep them motivated? They've got to dial up something to give themselves some confidence.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. Now Bibbs. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Set. 10-2 start. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
They run it with Bibbs. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Not today.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On third down, Clayton. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
A 40-yard punt, given 3 on the return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10.
Ready? 60 or.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this one complete to Smith. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the ball. An agile move and a nice gain, then dropped at the 25-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set the...
Go set. 60 outlaw. Cut. Set.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it.
Here we go. 8, read. Squeeze, double up. 61, matchbox, lights. 5.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or... otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Let's go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The play fake, now Young. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And across the truck into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A big play there. 89 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Point after here coming up. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, me out. Well, they weren't able to in nation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. After 7-0 on yards. And it looks like we've got a dime set here to finish the game. They'll set up a throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little bit.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. That's taken it around the 40. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And that will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
Recon, 132 fighter. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Young. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now 14-0. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass, and that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And again this time to the tailback. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for the Niners. 44 yards on the ground. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Now a give, right side, Winslow. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Hey, we got a seal. We got a seal. We got a seal. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Ready?
Young on third down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On fourth down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. And this not an easy situation. Down early on the road. How do you go back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature.
Field down on in. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 27 yards there. A first down.
Down. 18 Gator. 54. Mike, 54. It's our time. It's our time.
Back to throw now on first down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll set up to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Back to throw. It's caught. Smith. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. This quarterback now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's first and 10. He'll look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Brian Burns in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Here we go.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll get started out on the West Coast in Oakland, and it's the Cardinals who are out in front as that game draws closer to halftime. The Cardinals looking to get back over 500 and improve their record to 5-4. We'll stay in California as we head down to the southern half of the state to check on the Rams at home in L.A. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. The Seahawks were dreadful in the season's first half, but a win could get them back to 2-7. Lastly, we're off to the Rocky Mountains, Denver, Colorado. See what's happening with the Broncos. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. The Broncos still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken near the 13. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That throw by Young incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. But now it's third down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Young now on third down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
A gain of 3, second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 38, Young completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play there, second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
X3, 218, chopper. Shoot.
They go play action. Young under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
That's how we do it.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Extra point up and through, and the lead is up to 18 now. So that drives 7 plays in length, and the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Curtis Samuel and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. And we roll tape now on his solid performance.
And what we've been seeing so far is a great combination of finesse and aggressiveness in running his routes and making plays. That's what you want in any type of a receiver. The guy knows exactly what to do on a given play and ends up making the plays that help your team win.
Check 31, check 31.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out of 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They're going to look to throw. Open man, it's Allen. And that was some effort, but it would appear that he's going to come up about a yard short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
He came very close to absolutely destroying their defensive strategy, didn't he? Broke some tackles and came very close to picking up a first down. They've got to wrap up better.
Indeed, but they were able to get him down before that marker. On the NFL scoreboard, third quarter from Oakland. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
You draw corkers.
To throw, Young. And he whips that one incomplete there. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 4. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Ready?
Out of the gun, it's Young. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up. Fourth down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
10-2 stop. Let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to find Cobbs here. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake, one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
15-1.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ready, go. Shoot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. 2nd and 9 now. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw here. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Open man is Cobbs. That's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category.
Ready.
The Vikings on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now back to throw. Yeah, that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's got Smith here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Allen's got it complete.
A short game that doesn't get him the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a 2nd guy. Maybe you just out and out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible, because right now he is wrecking things for them.
He may try and run for this. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15.
Face mask. Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic 1st down.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
It's going to be a long... Big grip.
Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Kill. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Get it.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Clayton. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Clayton. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. The Niners on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Clayton, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Clayton, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.
Bang, bang. Back 6-6. Pull it high. Hey, zoom. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Now.
Young now. And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
Young here to throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for San Francisco, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.